Hi everyone, this is Renee with Renee's First Take. So yesterday I went into Five Below thinking it was a store for winter clothes because 5 degrees and below, but no, it was a $5 and below store. And their makeup caught my eye, so I decided to give it a shot. Now, I've prepped my face like I normally do because I wanted to give it a true depiction of how good or not it was. So I'm using the primer like I normally do. So the primer I have come to love and use every day. So I use the Younique eye primer and the Younique matte face primer. So that way I got a base start like I would if I was using the more expensive makeup. So this was $4 and this caught my eye because the colors were so spectacular. They have all different colors. I also got a mascara. I got a foundation, and I got a lipstick somewhere here. And the lipstick is actually a lip gloss, and I just picked it because, well, it looked like, oh, here it is. It was standing up. It looked like it would go. It appears their brand is LA Colors. And like I said, I got this palette because I said, well, all of this was under five, not together, but each one was under $5. I think this was $4.50. And you even get a little applicator in with it. However, I will use my brushes. Okay, so, okay, I think I'm going to use this color here on my eyes. I think I'm going to use maybe a pink in the, no, let's do the peach in the crease, and then the darker gray in the outer corner. Let's see how this works. Like I said, I have primed my face like I would any other, my more expensive makeup. I want to see if it goes just as well as the expensive. If not, we'll see. All right, so as usual, I'm going to start with the color that I'm putting in my crease, which is the peach color. Has quite a bit of extra there. Okay, so I'm applying the peach right in the crease. I will blend it up and blend it out. Well, this is well, it's not too bad. The color's not too bad. Like I said, it is a little bit of flake. It kind of has a lot of dust to it, but for $4, I guess not too shabby. If I can get a great look for not a lot of money, wouldn't that be awesome? I can see the color better than you can see it in the screen because I think the light is kind of washing it out. There is quite a bit of fallout, but again, any eyeshadow, there's fallout. It's just a matter of how much and how dark. So I don't so much care. Although the pigmentation on this is not that great. So what I am going to do is give it a little bit of help. I'm going to apply a little bit of setting spray to the brush and then apply it and see if it gets a little bit better. Now I'm just using any setting spray I have. This one happens to be a Younique setting spray, but I also have the Urban Decay. They're both good. Okay. Huh. All right, well, you can see it. Not as bright as I would have liked, or as bold, I guess I should say. But time to move on. So today it is cold and rainy here, and I am a little bit bored. Can't do anything. My house is pretty clean. All right, you can see it. Not as bold as you would other brands, but you can see it. Putting on quite a bit of coats of it too. So, and I do have the eye primer on, so it's not like the shading is less because I don't have eye primer on. Sorry, I got the allergies these days. My sinuses are always full. Mm. All right, I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. It's, like I said, not bold, kind of, it looks kind of faded, but all right. All right, now I move on to the eyelid shade, which is the shimmery white. And it's white. It's not cream, it's white. So hopefully this will go on. I'm really putting a lot on the brush, giving it every... Oh, actually, this applies a little bit better than I thought it would. It's going on quite nice. You can actually see it, which is good, but I am going to spray my brush to give it every opportunity like I would any other shimmery on my eyelid, because I do like it to have a little bit more pigmentation. Now I'm going to bring this up into the crease. Actually, this color is better than the peachy color, I have to say. It goes on a lot better. I put 2 coats on, and you can see it. It applied nice. It is a little streaky a little bit, but not too bad. Like I said, it went on a lot better than the peachy one. All right. Now back into the other side. Oh. Okay. Now I have never used the Five Below Makeup LA Colors before. Although I would have loved this when I was younger and making a lot less, because this was extremely inexpensive. All right, so I've got the white on, which is great, the white shimmer. So now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to add a little more of the peach as I blend the two together. And there. Actually, it's not coming out too bad. Now, I did look for an eyeliner, and they had eyeliners available in theory, but the rack was empty, so it wasn't there. All right, so I blended the 2 colors together, and so far, so good. Now I will be taking my stubby brush, which is this brush, this here. At the end, it's stubby, and I'll be applying the darker color in the outer corner. The darker color is honestly not that dark. It's gray versus black, and let's see how it works. Well, it comes out pretty dark on the... Okay, well, not too bad. I mean, I would prefer it to be... Oh, lots of fallout there. I would prefer it to be a little bit darker, but it is what it is. And I'm just applying it in a upside down 7V-like format, and I may actually end up... Now see here, it kind of flew and it applied further than I wanted it to. All right, so I'm going to take the outside brush, the fuller brush, and blend it and see if we can make this look decent. I wish I had a, well, I may just add a black from one of my other palettes just to deepen it up a little bit. It does need a little help, but you know what? In all fairness, I've had other brands need a little help from a little bit of a darker edge as well, so no different. I gotta say, the coverage just isn't as pigmented as I would have liked, but it's coming out all right. Okay, now to the left eye. All right. And now blending time. I don't know that I look up and I look into the video and it looks a little bit washed out, but then I look into the mirror and it looks just as washed out. So I don't think it's the lighting. I think it's the makeup. All right, so I got an idea too. All right, we're getting there. Now what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of setting spray, apply it just to the eyes, and then reapply the makeup. Perhaps it'll come on a little bit more. I do this with, what is that brand? Too Faced, because I have a hard time getting Too Faced lasting all day. So I spray the setting spray on and then I apply a second coat so it lasts all day. Here I'm using it to see if I can get it to just be a little more pigmented, giving it all the help I can to just give it that little oomph that it needs just to be bright. Actually, it might be helping a little bit. Can you see how it's getting a little bit more pigmented? All right, let's see. Put the white. The white actually went on the best of all the colors, which is ironic because usually the lightest color like this does not go on the best with other brands. Usually it's the one I got to give help to. Okay, and you can see tons of fallout. In fact, the white would be a great highlighter as well. I could see, actually I will do that because they did not have a highlighter or a bronzer available. So, and there's not really, maybe there's a brown. I think it's too shimmery to use as a bronzer though. Now, to be honest with you, if I had a daughter who was starting out with makeup, I have a son, and he's not into makeup at all. Anyways, one of my friend's son, I think he should be a makeup artist. He can put on makeup like nobody's business. I swear to God, it is amazing. All right, so I am, in all fairness, going to give this a little bit of help like I would have given any other brand because I've had shades not dark enough in the outer corner, and I've gone in and used a black from another palette, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm opening my Kat Von D, this is Pat McGrath, sorry, my Pat McGrath, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of black right in that outer corner, and then I will blend it. It is just to give it that oomph that it needs. But like I said, in all fairness, I've done this with other brands to give it the oomph it needs, the depth it needs. Actually, yeah. And I just put it right in that outer corner and then I blend it. So it's not like I am putting a whole lot, just enough to give it that depth. Okay. All right, so eyeshadows. Actually, like I said, no, I gotta fix this. Like I said, if I had a daughter who was younger and starting out in makeup, this would be perfect for her. She would be, because it's cheap, it's manageable, and it's not too bright, too bold, too anything. This would be perfect for like a 13, 12, well, I don't know, however young people start putting on makeup. I have no idea how young they are. There, all right, that's better. And do I need to put, I think I'm going as is. All right. So now, before I start putting on the face, I'm going to finish up a little bit of my eyes that are other brands. So I will do that, and then I will come right back. So if you couldn't tell, I put concealer under my eyes to brighten up underneath my eyes because I felt I was looking a little bit tired, and I added a fine line of liquid eyeliner along the upper eyelid base, so it will look like I have more lashes than I do. These are tricks that I use every day, so I wanted to make sure I gave a fair application to the LA Colors stuff. All right, so this is Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigmented Foundation in the color Nude. And what I'm going to do is, now I normally use a spray foundation. Ooh. All right, there. All right, so I put it on my hand, and then I will use a blending brush to apply it to my face. Now, I hear when it comes to foundation like this, less is more, and you just blend it away, and it will prevent it from becoming really streaky looking. Now, it has a scent, kind of like glue, the glue you get in school. It's kind of what it smells like to me. You know, like in elementary school. Well, the coverage doesn't seem to be that bad, and except for the scent, which I'm really not liking, I'll be honest with you. I would not be able to wear this unless it dissipates, unless the smell dissipates. I would not be able to wear this every day, because I have although the coverage is not, it is thicker, it is thicker. I would not be able to wear this every day if the scent doesn't go away. Although I'm liking the coverage. I just can't get past the smell. Don't forget the bottom of my neck. Actually, I gotta tell you, yeah, I really do, even up close, the coverage is really good. It's just the smell. I would wear this to work. There's not that little flakiness that you get. There's not any of that. It's just, like I said, it's just the smell. So I gotta say, the eyeshadow, I would say it's for children. The foundation though, it still smells. I can smell it on my face. The foundation though, I would actually use. It's a nice applying foundation. It applies really well. You know those little dot effect that you get from foundation? I don't have that here at all. In fact, this foundation is going on beautifully. I'm applying a little bit extra to see if I can build it, or if it will crease. And it is a nice matte. I don't have to add a powder to it, because I'm not a fan of doing this on my face. I'll be honest with you. I think it makes me look greasy. Anyways, I think the color match was spot on. It matches fabulously. I give this, am I a little yellow? I give this a thumbs up. I gotta tell you, I like, except for the smell, and I can still smell it on my skin. It might go away. We'll see by the time I'm done if this goes away. All right, so that's done. They did not have any blush, but they have a little bit of pink here that I could use, and I'll get a smaller brush so I can put it in there without getting it all over everything, and then apply it to my face that way, because they did not have blush available. I didn't even see a space on it for the blush, so you know, well, let's see, where's my little mirror. I'm a little bit blind, so not blind, but hard of seeing. Ooh. Okay, so the eyeshadow works as a great blush for me, anyways, in my skin tone. But there is no bronzer, so I go without that. That's all right. But the blush is great. And you could probably even use the peach as a peach blush, because I think it would work. I really think it would work. Like the shadows, though, you do have to apply quite a bit for it to be seen. Now, you know what? Because I did say it, I will apply a little bit of highlighter. Actually, the pink eyeshadow works fabulous as a blush. I give that a 2 thumbs up. All right. Now, a little bit, not a lot either. And I normally don't tap off my... Yeah. This actually works very beautifully as a highlighter. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. It works very beautifully as a highlighter. Ooh, got a little bit too much right there. A little heavy-handed with it right there. But the white works fabulously as a highlighter, I have to say. All right, so kudos to that. I could use it, and it went well on my face. And like I said, I used the eyeshadow for blush, so we're ahead of the game on that. All right, so now the mascara, and this honestly worries me a little bit, because I have become a mascara snob, and I know that's a me thing. All right, so this is the LA Colors HD Waterproof Mascara, and it's supposed to, according to the box, it is supposed to thicken and define lashes. So let's see what it does. Okay, so I want my lashes to be almost touching my eyebrows, is my goal. It does define them, like my lashes are like little individual itty bitty lashes. And I will put on as many coats as necessary, because that's what I do with the mascaras I use that are not extremely cheap. So I gotta tell you, I think for all of the makeup that I purchased today, which is the foundation, the eyeshadow, and the lipstick, and the mascara, it came to under $20. I think it came to $16 altogether. So again, it may be, I gotta tell you, the foundation I do love. I absolutely love the foundation. I think it had great coverage. It went on marvelously. I don't have that spotting, flaking look at all. It smells though, and I can still smell it. I can smell it on my skin. When I hold the mirror up to my face and it kind of pulls the smell back at me, I can still smell it. So it's not like it's a light scented smell. Now, as for the mascara, it's decent. It's not, I've had better, but I have also paid more. So maybe for the price and in a pinch, Like if, let's say I traveled without my makeup, or I forgot my mascara, and sorry, there's a breeze blowing on me and it's making my hair move and it's making my face itchy. So let's say I was traveling, I went to see my friends like in another state and I couldn't get home quickly because I had to fly. And I only wanted a replacement mascara like for while I was there because we were going out. This would be a great alternative. And it does what it says. It really defines the lashes. They're nice and separated. It's not really making them that thicker though. It did say thicker. So I think if I use my normal mascara versus this, you'd see the huge difference. Huge difference. But in a pinch, this works. Does not make my lashes as long as I'd like or as thick as I'd like, but it's okay. In a pinch for the price as a temporary replacement because I didn't want to go buy a huge mascara for like 20 bucks because I already had mascara at home. This would work. Would I wear it every day? Probably not. And I'm going to tell you another thing. It's a little bit wet. I can feel it. Like I can see this running down my face. It's wet. Now remember, I also put the eyeliner on to give the lashes more of an effect, and I mean, it's okay. I'm surprised I didn't get mascara on my eyelids when I open my eyes like that because it's so wet. It is a wet mascara. I prefer a mascara that is not as juicy as this, a little drier. And maybe as it ages, it will get a little drier. I don't know. That'll be the other thing. How long will it last? All right, I think I got my lashes about the same. And that's as big as they're gonna get, which is not as big as I normally like, but it'll do. All right, so last things last, what I'm going to do is apply my own eyeliner because, like I said, it was out. Just a little bit, not a lot, just to open it up and bring it. Yeah, see? And then I'll do it on the other side. And then last but not least will be the lip gloss. So I tried to pick a color that would be bright. Let's see, here it is. Okay, the store lighting made it look a little bit darker than it is, so I wanted it to be a brighter color. They have these things hermetically sealed, which is good. It means nobody else has tried it on, especially these days. Okay, all right. So this is iridescent lip gloss. Holographic LA Colors, and it is in the color Dream World CLG 424. Okay, again, this has a scent to it. Although, I don't like the scent. Although, I do like the way it feels. This is a nice, thick gloss. It doesn't really have color to it like I thought it would, but for a clear gloss, if you can get past the scent, it's pretty decent. I like the gloss, except for the smell. All right, so let's review what I like and don't like about the Five Below LA Colors makeup. All right, so the eyeshadows. Okay, really, I would, if I had a daughter who was starting to use makeup, and I don't know what age girls start to use makeup, so don't judge me if I say 12 and 13 and it should be 16 and 17, because I don't know, I don't have a daughter. Anyways, This would be perfect for them. It's nice and cheap and easy to play with, but it doesn't have a whole lot of pigmentation. It took a lot of effort to get the eyes this pigmented so that you could see I had makeup on. As for the foundation, gotta say, now I can't smell the foundation, but that's probably because I can smell the lip gloss. I love the way the foundation covered. It covered beautifully. It feels great. It is a matte finish. I actually may use this every day. I like this. And I imagine with regular blush, which they didn't have there, it would be even better. Now, I did use the pink in this palette, this pink right here, as the blush, and it worked beautifully. And then I used the white, which is on my eyes, as a highlighter, and it worked beautifully. So from that perspective, that was great. And then I got the mascara. And I give this, honestly, this is if I'm traveling, I left my mascara at home and didn't want to go out and pay a whole boatload of money for mascara. This would do in a pinch, but I would not use it every day. As for the lip gloss, I'll be wearing this every day. I actually like this lip gloss, except for the scent. I can still smell it. It's pretty strong. It's a vanilla-ish glue smell. So, but I would use this every day because I actually like the way it goes on. It's got a little hint of a color, but not a great hint of a color. And it looks like a gloss. It looks like a gloss, which we don't get that often anymore. Glosses kind of get a different look to them these days. Anyways, so that's it. So this is the Five Below makeup. And I have to say, it's a 50-50 split, but anyways, that's it. So Five Below, this is my look with it. All right, I cannot thank you enough for joining Renee's First Take, and this is my first time using the makeup from Five Below. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you on the flip side.